this video we'll introduce the map function. It's one of my favorite functions in Python. So the main purpose of this function is to basically map a function on any iterable object in Python. So iterable again means objects that have indices like a string or list or a tuple. So let's create a list, right, of random numbers, and then what we're going to do is we're going to square each element of the list, right? So using the map function. So let's import again random, and then L1 is going to be our list, and we're going to make it so again I'm going to use list interpretation. So random.rand int, and then we're gonna generate numbers from 1 to 10 I, so for I in range 15. So what this is going to do, so this is again going to be part of the list, and then it's going to contain 15 numbers, and each of those 15 numbers would be random numbers from 1 to 10. Okay, so now let's print L1 and see if everything is fine with L1. Okay, so let's run this. Okay, so that's good. We have a list of 15 random numbers. Let's run it again. You'll see that we get different numbers. Okay, so now we want to use the map function to map. So let's create. So I'm gonna first write the map function itself, right? But we have to put it in a list function. So, but let's demonstrate that first. So we need a function first. So now you guys know the lambda function, which we have worked on in the previous classes. And so we're going to use the lambda function, and this is one of the very useful things of the lambda function, that you can use it in the map function. So you type in lambda and then x colon, what do you want to do with the elements of the list? So you want to square the elements of the list, and then we're going to map this function on L1. But the thing is that if you print this out, you'll see that you get an object. So an object is created, but there's no structure to that object right now. We need to put this in a list function. So then it will print out a list of numbers. So now you can see that each element of the list has been squared, right? So you can also you can also have let's say a map function that so let's print that that maps a function to a string. So list and then map, right? Then lambda. So let's say you want to perform a simple task. You want to convert the elements of the string to uppercase letters, right? So let's say hello, right? So then this is gonna map this to every element of the list, right? And this is gonna be converted into uppercase. Okay, so this is our list of uppercase letters. So this is the usefulness again of this, is that you can do a lot more with iterable quantities. So let's say Python doesn't let you. So let's say if you have a list of numbers from 1, 2, 3, right? So if you do +2, Python is going to complain, right? So Python doesn't like it. But if you want to, let's say, add 2 to every element of the list, you can use the map function now. And instead of squaring it, let's say you want to add 2 to every element of the list of random numbers, you can see that 2 has been added, right? So the map function lets you manipulate lists much more than the default Python options. Okay, so go ahead and solve the worksheet. It's an interesting question that we'll talk more about in the next class. Let me know if you have any questions.